Have you ever been bowling on a date and thrown it into the gutter? Well, the ball, not the date. I can't help with the second part. I'm here to teach you how to correctly throw a bowling ball, starting with where you're going to start in your approach and how to start there, the four-step method and the actual individual steps that you need to get there, and the release of the bowling ball, to pull it all together, which is the follow-through. So, starting this, you're going to need to know where you're going to start your approach. And that is where you would stand back by the ball rack, and that's where you want to be. The foul line would be before the boards, so you need to not go over there or else you would cost yourself a foul. So how you do that is you're just going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 rough steps, just a nice stride so you have an actual estimate of what it would be during your approach. And that would generally be, if this was the ball rack, you'd go back that way towards it, and that'd be a general idea of how far you would be from the actual approach line. So for the instance of this demonstration, I'm going to stand right here and pretend that I start right here so it's a better look for all of you. So how you would start your four-step approach is you're going to choose your dominant arm and you're going to have the bowling ball in that hand, and you're going to go anywhere from a 90-degree angle to up here. You don't want it lower or else that messes up your steps. So you're going to start with it here, and you're going to use your right leg and your right arm. If you were left-handed, it'd be your left hand, left arm. So you're going to start with that, and you're going to push them both forward at the same time. So you want them to go forward at the same time so it doesn't mess up your other steps. Next, after doing that, it's about the left leg. So that's where you pull the left leg forward and you just drop your arm. You want it to be fully relaxed like a pendulum, because it's all about relaxed motion. If you pull it way too hard, it can go off to the left or the right based off of just pulling it, because you want it relaxed because it's easier to hit your mark. So once you're on your second step, you're going to go through here and you just drop your arm until it'll be around right here, and then you pull your next leg through, and once again you want it completely relaxed. So you're just going to drop your arm forward. And that's going to be bringing you into the third physical step of the fourth step. The fourth step is the one that so you'd be on that third step, so you'd go 1, 2, 3, and that's where you're going to bring your last leg forward. This is the leg that you're going to step on. You're going to let your arm just drop. You're going to pull your leg out to the side, and you're going to let your arm just drop forward. And then another thing you can work on after you have the four step down is consistency. The best way to work on that is to keep it on the board is to just lift your arm up, and that's what gives it that rev rate to go like this rotation, which is the correct way to throw a strike. So once you have those all worked on, you can come over here and you can see this video of me putting all of those together. So I push my arm forward, I'm just going to let it come forward, I'm going to pull my leg to the side, and I pull my hand up, and that's the follow through. That's what you're going to do at the end for the follow through. And so having the bowling ball in your hand, I didn't demonstrate it because it's a lot easier to show you guys without trying to launch it off my hand. But here's how you would do that. You push your leg and your arm at the same time. You come back. You're just going to let it come back, and then you're going to pull your next leg through. So you're currently right here, and that's when you just drop it. You pull your leg through, you pull it to the side, and then you let it come through, and you just pull your hand straight up, because that's what's going to create this rotation, and that's what's going to keep it off of the thumb hole, to keep it in the correct origin of where it needs to go on the board. Now that I have demonstrated how to get ready for your shot, starting with how to figure out your starting position on the board by standing at the foul line and taking your 4 steps to get to that point, how to do the 4-step and the actual 4-step approach, and how to control the bowling ball during the approach, and what to do with each limb and where to use them. Finally, I taught you how to better control your release at the end of my speech. So now that you know how to correctly throw a bowling ball, you can be the one to not throw the ball away on that date.